First map gonna be Dry Arabia, and we have the first matchup, which is unfortunately for me not quite what I predicted. But hey, at least we've got Malians. They're just a little bit unhappy about HRE.
We completely spaced on actually talking about what match we have and what we're going into. We are very rusty after this break.
A little bit.
Like our hiatus has just ruined our ability to cast effectively. But yeah, so we have Myriad playing the Malian, and we have KnockKnock playing the HRE. I don't know how to feel about this matchup. I will say, Myriad KnockKnock has some pretty trash spawn.
Let's see.
And
here.
Myriad has like.
I mean,
the
you have
exact opposite. You have a trash spawn.
You have a backwood. That's never bad as HRE because you can put your Aachen on it, and then you're happy. You can make farms in the back. You have your safe-ish wood.
Right. It's like so. The issue is KnockKnock has a forward gold and forward berries, which is just rough.
Do you expect Mali to push HRE in feudal though?
No.
Let's see here. I think how this is going to play out, and that is why Myriad spawn is amazing for him, and he's already capitalizing because he's going to make 7 houses. He's still on wood, so he's probably going to make another one in a second there. Yeah. Force drops off, has enough for another house or 2. Is he just going to make a mining camp instead?
It would make sense for him to make the mining camp.
There's your mining camp. So yeah, he goes for the full surround of the pit mine. This is like ultra greed. And HRE does have the option to go for Dark Age Spears. But if you have a spawn like that, with the pit mine being behind your base, covered by the wood line as well, you don't expect it. Also, you're scouting for it, so like, yeah, you would have seen the Rex. Very, very likely. Aachen Chapel on the back. It covers the stone. I'm kind of surprised it didn't go for the full back Aachen, but it's fine. Like, you don't expect to get raided or attacked. So, see how that one works out. Well, how do you think Myriad will play this? Because I'm expecting KnockKnock to be aggressive in feudal and then try to go for a castle timing behind that.
Okay, so I agree. Like I do. I think we're going to just see two fast castle plays here. But here's my question, okay? And you can tell me whether or not I'm crazy, because I'm probably.
You're crazy?
Am. Okay, well,
sorry.
You can tell me whether or not this is a bad idea, because it probably is, or a stupid question rather. Are we going to see Farimba?
Oh, like, I wish.
Do we see Farimba?
I don't think we will see Farimba, but well, I'm not counting it out because Farimba is a good landmark, and if you're actually making it to late game, I think Farimba is the superior landmark. Because
for late game, really?
For late game, because you get access to those super good special units. Like, they're actually really, really good.
Are they? I do not know.
A Freeborn Warrior with Elite Army Tactics has, I think, 13 range defense and like 8 or 9 melee defense.
I'm sorry, 13 range defense?
If I don't...
So like a hand cannon shoots him and he shrugs it off? Like, what the hell?
Hand cannons do like 30 damage, so they don't... No, they do 40 damage, so they know they don't shrug that off, but it's like the only unit that they don't shrug off.
Wow, that is insane.
But like, yeah, that is like ultra late game, and I think Marley's power spike is still as you hit that castle timing and you get that insane income from your cow boom. And then you can overrun HRE. Which is why they try to delay you as much as they can. By the way, we do see the Mansa Quarry, didn't talk about that, but yeah, no surprises there. Unless you have like the God Spawn where you can just put your trade tower in between and then be safe for days. You don't want to be using it because it's minus 75 resources per minute.
Yeah, like I do not think that I have seen somebody go for I don't remember the name of that other landmark.
The Sultanhani Trade Network?
No, the Sultanhani Trade Network is the Ottoman landmark.
Is that the Ottoman? Wait, what is it called? Oh my god.
The Saharan Trade Network?
It's Saharan. Wow, it's like the...
These
developers
at the same
really
time, and their names are basically the same. What the
Yeah,
heck?
but it's been over a year and we should know it.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Ottomans came out 2 years ago.
And it was a good 2 years. I'm still enjoying Ottomans quite a bit.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
they're one of my favorite civs. But yeah, like the only time you see that is like,
Oh no.
if your golds are on top of each other and you're playing Mongols and you just don't want to deal with it.
By the way, I said Farimba might be unlikely. Myriad is going pro scouts. And, well, he has warrior scouts out, and I don't see any cows.
It sounds like a, the Farimba uses gold. Ascalad, explain this to me.
Look, as someone who doesn't read patch notes, I can understand your confusion. But, you know, the Farimba doesn't use gold anymore. All it does is basically...
Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what? It doesn't?
No, it doesn't. All the Farimba right now does is, as you should know...
Hold on. I came back. I have played the game. I have played like 30 games since I came back. None of my Malian opponents have done anything other than cows. I genuinely have never seen this landmark.
Okay, I can understand your
confusion. I've never seen it in any tournament I've played in. I've never seen it in any tournament I've watched. I genuinely have never seen a Farimba since like 2022.
Okay, so what it does is basically you age up with it. Then you have this big, beautiful building, and it gives you 3 options of... Is it 3? 1, 2, 3? It should be 3. It gives you...
Yeah, it's 3.
It gives you 3 options of units that you can upgrade. It's gonna be either the Javelin Thrower, which turns into a Poison Jav that moves faster, or it's going to be a better Musafadi Warrior, which has melee armor, or it's going to turn into a different Musafadi Warrior, which has ranged armor. This is just an...
Oh.
The Freeborn is just the guy with the ranged armor, and it's an addition, actually. It's not an upgrade. But yeah, you have the choice of 1 extra unit per age. So 1 in Castle, 1 in Imperial. Third choice doesn't get you anything. Sorry. No benefit.
Yeah, you don't get the third. Okay, so it's basically you pick this landmark and you upgrade a unit to be like a special quality.
Yeah, and after that, your Farimba can basically just produce this unit. It's just a production building, and it does not have any interaction with gold anymore.
Oh, yeah, so,
You get a special unit. It's a really, really good special unit. By the way, Myriad is going mass Javs, and we might see a Farimba.
I hope we see a Farimba. I would love to see a Farimba. Also, I know Myriad's gonna laugh when I tell him when I tell him the story about this cast. Because yeah, I genuinely had no idea what Farimba did. Apparently, because I thought it just let you build that special unit out of there, and it was just the same building otherwise. And you could build like regular Javs and then like the special Javs is what I thought it was.
Man, KnockKnock really needs to get a move on right now. 23-14, and he's going into Man-at-Arms now. Which might be a good pick because Javs have one disadvantage in Feudal Age. They're slow and their attack speed is slow. So how you beat them is you make mass archers, and well, the Man-at-Arms will soak up and run into the base. Basically, KnockKnock needs to dive this before Myriad gets to castle. We do have the first cattle ranch coming out. So we got some extra cows. Is it gonna be a boom though? Is it gonna be a corral? Or like if you have tons of Javs and you get the Farimba upgrade in, it's so painful.
Not to interrupt you here, Ascalad, but I'm gonna interrupt you. The group of archers from KnockKnock found 2 pro scouts and killed them, and then also found the villager who had made this pit mine and killed him as well.
Good catch. Just a little too late, but
knows where stuff is and knows where to focus his attack because he can just destroy this.
Yeah, he's gonna lose most of the. Never mind. He does. No, Myriad does not double down. Spears arriving.
Very good fight for KnockKnock.
It's not very good though. He split his army. If the archers were still here, I'd say yes, you're absolutely correct, but they're not. And as such, these Javs will just kite this small amount of units to death. Even though these are HRE units, oh, he just doesn't have enough to one-shot. That's annoying.
Yeah, that is more than a bit rough.
If the archers were here the entire time, sure, Myriad's gonna target fire the archers, and you're gonna lose most of them, but also Myriad losing a lot more of these units. I think he's overextending, actually. Like, he shouldn't be here anymore. KnockKnock's reinforcements are coming in. Is this not great for him? I don't think.
And in the meantime, those archers that ran away have been finding other scouts that have been trying to warrior scout.
Yeah.
Like, Myriad has lost all but one of his scouts, and he had like 5.
Good going for KnockKnock there.
Yeah, this is a very good game from KnockKnock. Like that, that fight looked a little bit sketchy, but it ended up working out because like while those archers weren't there for the fight, they were picking off warrior scouts.
So how much food did Myriad really get? Okay, as he comes back in, KnockKnock can't really be here. Sure, he's pressuring the mine, but I'm very interested to see how this one works out. Honestly, I have seen this matchup before, but I'm not quite certain if this is worth it for KnockKnock to trade out against the javelins so they don't mess up. It's like against longbows. Against longbows, you'd want to trade out, but against jabs, I'm not sure.
I think that this is fine because keeping the javelin number lower is going to impact the quality of Farimba if we see it, but I think we're actually going to see a cattle boom.
Ragnitz Cathedral is coming in. Now, question is, what unit are we gonna see with that? Double barracks. Okay, it's gonna be just mass men-at-arms. And I guess some Landsknecht. And spears.
Dude, Landsknechts against Javs is... that's a lot of damage.
No, it's more like Myriad is gonna be forced into Musufadis, and, well, then the Landsknecht come in and swing!
And fwing.
I'll say be forced into, but there is 12 javelin throwers moving on top of the HRE production just as Castle Age is about to come in, and KnockKnock's gonna be in for a bad time.
Oh, that villager too. Oh, nope. Okay, only got 1 villager.
There's 6 more right here, but Myriad choose to let them live, I'll say. Castle Age is in. Here's the upgrade coming, 24 seconds. We do have an archer dive onto the woodline of Myriad there, but they only caught 2 fighting under the town center, and there were some jabs to defend.
Yeah, only one villager there is pretty rough. Do we see any prelates moving out for Myriad? No, we do not. Ooh, not for Myriad, for KnockKnock. Yeah, this is looking very good for Myriad right now.
I mean, he's trying to get to castle as fast as he can while camping the production here, and as long as KnockKnock doesn't have like a critical mass of men-at-arms, he can't take the direct fight. Now, what landmark are we seeing? There is a spot left open in between the cattle, so yeah, we're not seeing a Farimba. Boo! Boo!
But we could.
Hey, I've seen enough people build a Farimba in between their cattle ranches. We're not gonna see an intentional Farimba.
Nope. It's a Grand Filani. Damn it. I want to see the new units.
They're not that...
I've never seen them.
They're not as new anymore.
They're new to me.
You missed the worst part of the ladder experience this season, by the way. Because...
What was that?
It was actually bugged, so you could get the upgraded javelin throwers in Feudal Age.
I remember hearing about that.
That was so awful.
That sounds awful.
I mean, look at this kiting, and now imagine the javelins do a third more damage and are like a third faster. And these are Castle Age men-at-arms.
And that they also do poison damage.
Oh yeah. Myriad's
yeah,
up.
that sounds rough.
This is looking really unpleasant for KnockKnock now. How is Myriad's production set up? Okay, triple stables, double barracks. We do see Musufadi and Sofa.
I think that this game ends in the next 3 minutes. To be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, so far arriving on the field, the men-at-arms don't have heavy maces, and they're just gonna get run over by these units.
Oh, there's this like one Musafati warrior I'm watching who has like killed like 3 men-at-arms by himself. Like the amount of damage. I think this game is over in 3 minutes. Like by the 19-minute mark, I think this game is either effectively over or is actually over.
KnockKnock's.
And when I say effectively over, I mean like we're diving in the base.
Yeah, KnockKnock spamming crossbows now. We get some spears. Still no Landsknecht because he cannot afford them because he doesn't have the gold. Man, this prelate in their secret mission. Is Myriad gonna react to this?
So I'm gonna go on a tangent here, and this is something that I know you're
Prone to.
You're not gonna expect. You're not gonna expect. Oh, you're very prone to tangents. Oh no, the prelate dies. But so like when I play the game and when I'm in the game and everything, I have the in-game music turned on. Okay.
Which is a good choice because it's amazing.
Well, I am hearing the Malian music for the first time ever, and it's kind of weird because it's just not what I'm used to hearing.
You should play some Mali. It's fun.
I need to just play the game more in general, honestly.
Decent fight for KnockKnock
Also,
here. Very nice cleanup.
I do not know what went wrong with that fight. I was too busy talking about the music because it's really good and it's worth talking about.
It's I mean, my interpretation,
like
it's spear crossbow, and Myriad just didn't expect it and overextended.
That's fair. Also, there's like a warrior scout with a deer carcass on his back, like in this fight for some reason.
Look, he's it's for extra weight on his swings, maybe.
I don't think that. Oh no. Oh no, he's dead.
You don't want to know how many times I hit the all cavalry button and accidentally kill my warrior scouts.
Ooh, yeah. No, I can feel that actually.
Yeah, KnockKnock actually holds, and he is up on 3 relics right now. Myriad grabbing his first one, and he has the second one safe behind his base.
I am actually shocked at how well KnockKnock has held this. Like, that fight went so horrendously for Myriad. Because, like, just so much worse than anyone expected. I know certainly much worse than Myriad had expected.
Oh, yeah.
And it's... Like, that fight went so badly that, you know, my 19-minute prediction is obviously incorrect at this point.
The composition switch came at the perfect time. Speaking of composition switch, Myriad is up to 15 archers. Poison is coming in for them. But KnockKnock is already switching back to men-at-arms, so yeah, this is just beautiful to watch. And look at this farming economy on the Aachen Chapel with the 3 relics and the Regnits. Like, even though the food income is what it is, we're close to matching it now for the HRE. Does we have the upgrade? Not yet. KnockKnock's also going for the Sacreds. I like it. And Myriad's trying to find some damage with the sofa, but bottom side is wall. Oh my god, this might be bad.
The wall is on the other side of the villagers. No, Myriad, you can get the villagers. You can... No, go the other way.
He's gonna dive the farms. You can still find damage here because these sofas have 7 range defense. They don't care about the town center.
You know, we keep seeing instances today where units only take 1 damage from range attacks.
Oh, yeah.
And I find it kind of weird that it keeps coming up, you know? Oh, that prelate's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't important, but he's dead.
Okay, Myriad needs to run now. Can he get out here still? This is not closed. KnockKnock should probably just pull these vills and try to close that real fast. Otherwise, he's gonna lose vills here.
No.
Never
Myriad
mind.
doesn't know it's open, so he's just gonna stay and fight. Because he thinks those units are dead. He doesn't realize they can get out.
Yeah, here comes the other prong of the attack, though, coming in towards the gold. Joke's on you, though. This is an HRE player who's already out on the left side gold that we didn't scout. So, can Myriad really achieve anything here? Army numbers are squarely in his favor, but once again, it is an HRE base. The sprinkled emplacement is about to come in. And we do have mass crossbows and men-at-arms that currently don't really have a counter. I mean, there's Sofa, but the Sofa are also themselves being countered.
Yeah, I would not describe Sofa as being a counter to mass to these crossbows. These crossbows are just going to get a lot of damage done, but at the same time, these archers are also doing so much.
Poison
and this fight is
archers.
super awkward because we're fighting underneath that Springald Tower now.
It doesn't have a relic. That's the saving grace. And we're right on top of the production. As long as there's units for KnockKnock, I feel like this is just going to be an easy hold for him. What's Myriad doing behind this? We do have the third pit mine established. Other than that, what's the plan here? We have tons and tons of gold for both players. But, yeah. I feel like just more of the same. Myriad's going to try to break this. Who's going to add in siege first?
You know what I'm sure Myriad wishes he had right now? The old school Farimba.
Oh.
With all this gold. Anyway, by the way, there is now a relic inside that Springald Tower that's been fortified. So this fight is just completely useless. This fight is completely bad for Myriad. Like, he cannot actually get any damage done under this tower.
I mean, this is what he has to do because... Oh my god, his food income is already being outscaled by the HRE farms. This is what Mali wants to do, and you expect, if this doesn't exist, because usually it doesn't at this point in the game, you expect to just be able to overwhelm HRE. But we're already 22 minutes in, and KnockKnock has established his food eco. He's doing well. The worst part for KnockKnock right now is that all his production is right there in front.
Yeah. I think that we're pretty much at the point where like Myriad needs to be getting like these berries in this far corner. He is actually trading, which makes sense. But like he could probably just pull off of gold and just like start like a farm transition. As much as like that's awkward to say.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or like get on stone and like put a keep outside his opponent's base is another option he has. But yeah, like he has 24 villagers on gold and he's not getting anything out of that gold because it's just banking up. And he's also trading at the same time. So it's like, why are we doing this? And we actually do see some farms start up as well for him.
So let's talk about the options real quick. I feel like you cannot stop making units because either KnockKnock is gonna keep making units and then you're gonna lose your pit mines, you're gonna get attacked per se,
yeah.
Or he's gonna go Imperial and you're not gonna have the units to punish it.
I completely agree.
So yeah,
like, we are definitely in a situation where Myriad has to just pump.
So yeah, I really like the double market that Myriad is going on, just to scale his eco a little bit in case KnockKnock gets to imp. So he is not completely left behind. Sorry.
I completely agree. I think that the one thing that we are finally seeing him. Myriad start to take secret sites.
No.
Oh, are they gonna find it? Are they gonna find it? They found him.
Well, only a little bit.
Like, it was like 3 villagers.
Yeah.
And then the sofas are just gonna die to these crossbows for no freaking reason.
I was like, why is there no gate right there on that gold?
Yeah, I was confused by that too.
Okay, KnockKnock's about to hit imp, and Palace of Swabia is coming out. Myriad though has a scary army, 72 to 42. And I think we're just gonna see a repeat performance of, most games like this, where HRE tries to greed and then they're gonna get run over.
Honestly, I do not agree. I think KnockKnock's fine.
We do see the outpost being prepared there for the cannon emplacement.
Yeah. Well, not only the cannon emplacement. Sorry. But we also see like at this gold next to his secondary, next to his initial gold, KnockKnock is also like chaining a house so he can emergency repair it as well. A little bit north.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's fine.
So here's the Imperial. Myriad, what are you gonna do? Your move. Army's at the bottom side. We're moving in. KnockKnock moved out to the top gold already in case he needs more of it. And he's gonna pull back. Cannon emplacements are underway. Myriad doesn't have any siege.
Yeah, we need trebuchets, we need rams. We need anything, honestly, other than a springald.
Relics in the tower on the left side. They're on the farms. Farms are idle now. And Myriad's just gonna YOLO dive in there while having tons and tons of resources of his own. And cannon emplacements are still a few seconds out. How much damage can he do?
Oh, he can get so many. The archers and Musafati found the wood line.
Yeah. We do have Swabia, so villager kills are not that impactful anymore, but at the same time, KnockKnock doesn't have any food income right now. Cannon emplacements are finished now, and Myriad will either lose everything here, or he will have to pull back. Or pull further in, you know?
I mean, I know you said that villager kills aren't that important, but like, if you kill enough of them...
I mean, KnockKnock cannot produce right now. This is the worst scenario for him because he doesn't have any food income, and Myriad's just gonna keep on making, and he hit Imperial, or he's gonna hit Imperial in about a minute.
And the 4 of the Huntress is on the central sacred site.
Yeah. Timer's on.
No.
9 minutes. So KnockKnock didn't take a whole lot of damage from this, but it might just be enough.
I think it's not the damage that KnockKnock took. It's the absolute lack of food income for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Is just I think that's a death sentence. Because
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see in a second. KnockKnock only has one elite upgrade right now. It's Elite Man-at-Arms, and, well, Veteran Musafati do plus 15, I believe, to armored units. Do we have any Musafatis here? Yeah. Well, okay, that is because of they're in stealth and because of first strike that it says 33 plus 15, but it's plus 15 to armored. They're really good.
That's insane.
Yeah, first strike is a fun little ability that doesn't get used.
I mean, good. First strike when it's used effectively is like is a terrorist. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
KnockKnock's moving out to decap both sacreds there.
Yeah, the lack of walls on the sacred sites is a little bit concerning.
I mean, it's not the winning condition that Myriad was going for. I think he's just gonna try to push in. Then again, can you push an HRE base like that now with that many cannon towers? I still don't see any siege.
Yeah, I think that the oh, and south is decapped. Yeah, I think that should have been his. I think that was something that he should have planned on more. But we do see a little skirmish over this stone vein, and elite archers are out, and they are taking, like, they are raining hell down on these men-at-arms who are just, like, dying to poison.
Yeah. Just trading out in front of the base. Myriad, in the meantime, he's on 14 traders. I'll check in a second if he has the tower set up for the toll outpost there.
He does not.
I mean, it's just extra, right? It's not super impactful. Okay, it's 50% more. It's impactful.
Yeah, it's...
More raids coming in from Myriad, but, you know, these towers, they're really good.
I know one thing we had talked about was how, you know, like with Swabia, you don't really have to care about villagers dying as much, but,
if you constantly lose them, it's still rough.
Yeah. Between constantly losing them and then how much and then just the, like that lack of food production, KnockKnock is still only at 75 workers. He was at 65 when he aged up.
Yeah. We're up to 46 will kills at this point in time. Eventually, he's going to be able to wall off, if he makes it that far. And then, that's not going to happen anymore. Myriad's still going without the siege. I like it. I like it. I respect that. Do we see any keeps on the secrets? Not sure.
I would like it if it wasn't HRE. Like if you're playing against HRE, it's just like just get your bombards.
Oh, he's getting double siege workshop in front of the base.
Yeah, like get your trebuchets or your rams or your bombards or whatever you want to make it be, but you just got to do it because like it's HRE, it's a problem, you know.
More cannon emplacements coming out for KnockKnock. Yay!
Yeah, like.
Do you see the choice of unit he's going for right now? It's mass spears.
I get it. Like spears are very cost efficient. They're really good against the sofas, and
they're okay against the Musafati.
Yeah, they trade very well into Musafati. So like I get it, but it's still rough when poison archers are a thing. Like there is no, like this is the thing is when you're behind, like there is no good unit comp.
Yeah.
Other than the actual perfect unit comp, which doesn't exist, there is no good unit comp.
It's mass arbalists. Or mass gilded hand cannons.
I will also allow for mass elephants.
Fine, be that way.
Because mass elephants are fun.
Okay. We do see some gunners come out, and there's the first bombards. Myriad is in 193. Pop needs to pay attention that his second bombard can make it out.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any university upgrades for KnockKnock? I do not think so. We do have...
I don't think we have a university from either player.
University is building right now for KnockKnock. I don't think Myriad has one just yet.
Myriad does not.
Adam, come on. Can we get a university out with your how many resources is that floating? Okay, yeah, I'm just being mean. More sofa raids coming in. Cannon emplacement is here, but sofas take a while to die, so this is just gonna cause more idle time, more dead vills.
I mean, KnockKnock is up to 100 villagers, which is pretty good, and he's up to 100 villagers with like with an Aachen farm transition. Like I think, and he's got 3 relics. Like I don't think this game is over. We might be here for a while. Knock on wood.
No, knock on wood.
But
Myriad's trade setup and the fact that KnockKnock is on that last gold on the top of his base, that is the thing that scares me here for him.
Yeah.
6.5 minutes for the sacred timer. We do have Myriad knocking on the front gate, and we do have the first Culverin in queue for KnockKnock. When Elite Army Tactics finishes, I think he's gonna try to make a play for this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
20 seconds. Is he just gonna go right now? Elite Army Tactics also in for Myriad in a second there.
Positioning.
Here we go. There is a cannon in this toll outpost.
This is the worst time to take this fight. Oh, and the sofa have wrapped around. They've gotten onto the back line.
They were trying to dive the Cull, but yeah, crossbows are gonna be able to deal with them efficiently. And the front line for the HRE actually chewing through the Mali units there. So, decent fight for KnockKnock, but backline for Myriad still holding strong. Do have the toll outpost supporting this, but yeah, we're right outside of KnockKnock's base. His reinforcements will be here faster. And he's pulling back. Oh, are we tower creeping?
We might be.
It's just for vision. He wants to know what he's shooting at and what's shooting at him. But yeah, Culverin's gonna have to say something about that.
I mean, remember, no matter what, the longest this game can go is 5 minutes.
Spoilers!
Or at least that's what I'm telling myself. Oh, Jesus.
Nice repair there, but
all the bombards just shot that culverin and it somehow lived.
I mean, they're not counters to siege anymore. It just happens that they do a lot of damage and they're ranged. Second Calv is out. And we're still fighting under an HRE cannon tower there that does not have a relic though. And Myriad seems to just be chewing through everything. With the hand cannoneers in the back. KnockKnock calls it.
GG. That was a very good game. I'm very sad we didn't get to see the Farimba, though.
Nice hold there right after hitting castle for KnockKnock. I expected Myriad to walk over him at that point. And eventually he did, but yeah, just because of the resource shortage in the end for HRE.
Yeah, no, I think Myriad played that game very well. I think KnockKnock also had some really good ideas, and you know, he had some good plays in there as well. I'm not entirely certain how I feel about how KnockKnock played that early game, because he wanted to fight in Feudal Age a lot, and I don't know if that was necessarily the best idea or if he should have just gone fast castle.
You kind of have to. Like you have to contest Mali. If you go just naked castle, as Myriad has warrior scouts out and is going pro scouts, like you give Mali everything for free, and you're denying yourself the food. It's I don't think you can leave it at that. Hey guys, I was totally wrong, and Draxus was half right. I guess you didn't really say what you said, what you thought KnockKnock would play, but we've got Myriad here in the Southern Spawn on Golden Heights playing Japan. To not really anyone's surprise, because, you know, why would he pick Japan in his draft otherwise? And KnockKnock is the Roos player here in the north, opening with double cabin, not going anywhere near any water. So
yeah, the double cabin is super unusual to me. I'm not certain how I feel about it. Also, just as a complete aside, I miss Golden Heights. This map is fun. It hasn't been in the rank pool in a while.
It's a really cool map. I like it.
This is one of my favorite maps. And I know this is something that people have talked about before, or has been brought up, as the idea of using crafted maps where like the map is always the same. And I'm not a fan of that, but maps with setups like Golden Heights, where the geological, like, there are extreme consistencies, like, you know, the water is always in the corner and stuff like that. That I do like, and I think we do need more maps like Golden Heights in that regard.
Yeah.
But I am very confused right now, because I don't know what KnockKnock's plan is if he's not going to be on wood, if he's not going to try and like fight for the water.
Yeah, I mean, Roos has lots of options. Roos is actually not uncommon to go for the double cabin right now. It's a really good opening that sets you up for a Golden Gate play, where, well, you don't have to mine any gold. It's really fun, and then you play fast castle behind it. And then you can go mass horse archers if you're meme inclined. It's actually not bad. But honestly, he needs to deal with Myriad's fishing.
Scout. Oh my god.
Myriad scout. Scout. Hey, wait, the scout hotkey is no longer working.
Myriad scout was north of KnockKnock's TC.
You know what? The good thing about this is, well, he doesn't really need these sheep because he has fishing now. Let's see how long that will last. KnockKnock's quite happy to having denied that food. Myriad has how many sheep left? He has a total of whooping 5, and he's remaking a scout from the TC, so that basically cost him a villager right there.
Oh my god, this is so disastrous.
I wouldn't call it disastrous. He still has fishing, but yeah, Golden Gate is coming up for KnockKnock.
Like, it's not disastrous in the sense of, oh no, Myriad is going to run out of food. It's disastrous in the sense of, hey, we just gave the
Landbound Civ extra food.
The Landbound Civ extra food that gets bonuses for eating sheep.
You know what? That's actually a good point. That was
like, this
how
is
much extra gold
disastrous.
was that? How much extra gold was that? Like 200?
It was like 7. It was like 8 sheep.
Oh wow! So that's more than that's like 400 gold there. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's basically oh.
You know what? I never thought about that.
I'm not entirely certain.
Kura storehouse for Myriad,
Uh,
by the way. Either Goldenhide doesn't have that much fishing. You have 3 deep sea fish, a little bit of shoreline fish there that you can fish out, but you cannot really oversaturate this. So the storehouse isn't a bad pick by any means ever.
Well, and the storehouse is especially not a bad pick when you just lost when you just lost a bunch of sheep.
I mean, Japan can still go for the Tawara and become a berry sieve real easy, but yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right there.
I mean, a berry sieve against a night sieve is let's not think that's a good plan.
I feel like you're being biased there. KnockKnock is up to feudal. Now, I'm very interested to see what he's gonna do. Are we gonna see the fast castle with that amount of sheep he has under TC? No, we're gonna see pro scouts and 2 more scouts.
Well, yeah, I mean, the pro scouts should not be a surprise. Like, this is part of why you do the two cabin build is because you're able to get the scouts you need for pro scouts, and you basically get pro scouts for free between the Golden Gate and the Golden Gate and the hunting cabins, and also which is what you get from your bounty.
You know what's even more funny to me is that now that you're going up to 5 scouts, after you scour the map of Deer, you just go to Myriad's dock and start burning it and be a pest. But yeah, Myriad is opening with a feudal stable there, and he has 60 stone right now. No, we don't have a daimyo yet, so this is just passive. He's not on stone himself. No bannerman. He's gonna go horseman and try to contest pro scouts.
Yeah, no, this is the absolute correct play. If if Myriad wants to go for Daimyo Manor and use that as a way for to get the Uma Bannerman to help with the fighting the pro scouts idea, he can do that too. But yeah, I think this is a very good way to play this. Is just kind of similar to the HR. I think you play it kind of similar to the HRE game plan of contest the pro scouts, but you're still going. Your goal is still castle.
Yeah. Horseman is moving towards the deer pack of KnockKnock, not realizing just yet that his own deer pack is already being carried off in the south. He's gonna see that as soon as he takes a quick look at the map there. Can't really dive the TC. Horseman makes it away clean. And yeah, he's gonna head south now, I think. This is Myriad's vision, so he doesn't see this just yet. Now he does.
Yeah, this is a bit rough. And also, oh yeah, and keep in mind behind this, KnockKnock is just going castle.
Yeah. Drop down the wooden fortress for the boosted wood economy, and he's just gonna sell wood and get all his gold from hunting cabins and the Golden Gate. See, Scout drops the deer carcass. Even though horsemen are faster, he's not gonna lose this scout. It's like, it is so annoying to contest.
I mean, okay, fair, but this also just speaks to how horsemen suck.
Soccerton, is that you? Get out of Drax's body.
I agreed with him. I was on that podcast with you guys. I agreed with him.
I know.
I have maintained that horsemen need a buff for a hot minute, dude.
But then we're gonna have horseman meta. High trade out is coming out.
I am fine with horseman meta.
It's a beautiful location here in between the 2 wood lines. Yeah, you know what? KnockKnock's game plan so far seems to be working out. Myriad is heading for castle himself, but he's not close yet.
Ooh, yeah, this is bad, chat. This is real bad.
Now, my real question is, what's gonna be the game plan afterwards? Myriad's fishing is definitely okay. He has 7 fishing boats. I feel like KnockKnock will eventually drop a dock here and try to contest it. But right now, is he gonna try to man-at-arms push him? What's the play? Okay, archery range. Horse archers it is!
Yeah, I mean, here's the great thing about the horse archer build. You still don't have to gather gold. At all. Admittedly, I do think that we are kind of at the point where KnockKnock needs to start getting wheelbarrow and
You don't want to be
techniques.
you don't want to be slowing down your castle timing. I guess survival techniques would have been a good investment.
No, if you're pro scouting, you get survival techniques. Like, fight me.
I'm not going to fight you on that. It's okay. I allow it.
Like, survival techniques is so good. It is so good if you get a single deer pack, and we're not getting a single deer pack. We're getting like 4.
Yeah. A little surprised that KnockKnock didn't try to immediately. I guess horsemen are on the map, so he's not gonna immediately go for the relics, and so he cannot contest that first priest that will come out of the floating gate and probably snatch that middle relic right up.
Yeah, either the middle relic or maybe the back one, the one that's next to the market in the sacred site.
Yeah, both the contested relics, basically. So, horsemen here next to the tower. They can't really do anything except cause idle time.
Which is more than I would expect out of them, honestly, given the situation. But yeah, like, these horsemen are in a really rough position, because now we're playing against, like, these horse archers are just going to be so annoying.
Oh my.
And
Myriad's going for the far relic all the way in the north. Okay, that's greedy, but I guess KnockKnock only has 3 horse archers right now.
yeah. I mean, the one Myriad's horsemen were giving him like full vision of his base, so he or full vision of KnockKnock's base, so he knows what he can get away with.
Okay, do we see six scouts kill a Shinto priest? No.
If we see 6 scouts kill a Shinto priest, I will be.
No, he's going for the deer pack.
Feel.
He's gonna go for the deer pack. Don't worry about it. It's all good. The world is still moving.
So funny though.
It would be pretty funny. But yeah, he saw the Shinto priest move to the north.
Also, by the way, like, with this wall going up, like, this mounted samurai has killed 3 villagers.
Oh yeah, that's good going there for Myriad. Best case scenario for him, really. Shinto priest makes it away. KnockKnock has not reacted to it just yet, but the horse archer mass is that big now, and Myriad's going Yumi. You know what? I'm a Yumi enjoyer. I don't hesitate to admit it. I don't think Yumi are bad. I think they're just challenged in their combat abilities.
It took me a minute to figure out what you were talking about, because I forget that unit exists because it's so freaking trash.
Come on, they're really cheap, they're super fast, they're fun to use, and they actually do decent damage with a Bannerman once you're in Castle Age and above.
If by decent damage you mean the same damage as a regular archer.
Yes, that is exactly what I mean. And they're cheaper and faster and fun to use. Yeah, did I mention the fun?
The speed is actually very relevant when fighting horse archers. Did that Shinto priest get that relic, by the way?
Well, let's find out. Nope, he's still en route, but you know, horse archers are also en route. This is Myriad's vision right now. Scouts are still running past.
I mean, like he has picked it up and he's at the halfway point, so yeah, he'll probably make it. Yeah. Okay, we have the Yumis. They're feudal age Yumis. He hasn't upgraded them to castle.
Look, he just realized that as he shot the first horse archer, and in a minute he will have fixed that. Second relic coming in from Myriad. KnockKnock still hasn't made a singular warrior monk. Blah, not scout. And he's going for the man-at-arms switch right now, which is a very good call. But
yeah, because guess what Yumi archers can't kill?
They can kill it. It's like if you're playing Zuginu, but imagine your Zuginu do a lot less damage. Okay, yeah, it's not great.
I mean, Zuginu already don't do a lot of damage, though.
They do 3 damage, though, instead of 1.
Right, but then we're going down to just 1. Like...
Yeah. Okay, so far Myriad has no idea this is going on.
You are far more generous than I am. Yeah, I mean, Myriad has like a lot of vision, but the problem is all of his vision are outside is everything outside the walls of KnockKnock space. And KnockKnock does have a monastery, by the way. He is finally starting to get involved in that aspect of the game.
It's too late. Myriad already secured all the relics on the map in his base.
There's only 2 in his base.
Yeah, there's the one next to his dock on the right side, and there's the one in the middle behind his army. I don't think he's feeling super uncomfortable here.
No, that's fair.
Look at that. Yumi's finding some villager picks right outside the walls. And KnockKnock's gonna reveal the man-at-arms now, but the Yumi can just run away.
Well, the Yumi can run away because man-at-arms are slow boys. And there's also there's enough mounted samurai here that this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, he got forced to contest this. Like, if KnockKnock gets pushed off of this gold, he's back to Golden Age and hunting cabins. Did I say Golden Age? Golden Gate.
Myriad, please make a
Ram.
Please make a monastery.
Oh, you mean that?
You have 3 relics in your base and none of them are doing anything.
They're looking pretty. He does have a monastery, by the way. Shinto Shrine is all the way here in the back. He's just queued up the second one, so he's heard you. Stop listening. But yeah, he's knocking at the front gate right now. KnockKnock is starting to make some crossbows. He has 14 men-at-arms. You know what? Yumi are OP.
Yumi are OP?
They're really not, but I think this game they're gonna win.
That's a bold statement there, Cotton.
This game they're gonna be effective. We do have the mounted samurai numbers still going strong. Men-at-arms numbers though holding. We've got 11 stable. But yeah, like, the Yumis just killed the entire backline. We're still fighting under the TC. All the horse archers are dead. All the crossbows are dead. And now we can just run away. Like, and then
I will say, as somebody who just absolutely hates on Yumi archers, and like has done so for a very, very long time.
They're just archers. They're good.
They are very good at countering horse archers specifically. Like, I will definitely give them that.
I mean, take a look at it. They cost 65 resources and built in 13 seconds. And they're so fun. And now we're just gonna dive into this base. I mean, take a look at it. They're fighting against their hard counter, so to speak, that has 6 range defense. They do 1 damage, and still it works out.
Yeah. No, this is
I mean, Myriad is just having full map control, having 5 relics. I like the idea of what KnockKnock was trying to do. I'm not sold on the high trade house. I feel like if he had gone for the Abbey, he could have secured himself like more than half the relics. And then this maybe looks differently.
I mean, like, but could he though? Because like there were like 5 horsemen out at the time.
I still think he could have done it. Like, warrior monks aren't bad at fighting, and all you have to do is like drop down a stable and make a knight.
Right. So the issue I have with when people talk about the high trade house is like he would have had to get 3 relics to get as much gold per minute out of that as he gets from the high trade house.
You're absolutely right. The high trade house is a great landmark, but at the same time, if you take the relics, your opponent isn't.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. No, like that's fair. I don't know. I'm just I am really not a fan of Abbey of the Trinity. I think that landmark needs a lot of help right now.
Don't you like you like the meme warrior monks with 400 and something health?
The thing is like I don't think that what you get out of the Abbey is good enough to when you can just like I think warrior monks are fine enough that just making a couple of them anyway. You don't need the Abbey to like make them be a good part of your army since they've like fixed a lot of their AI issues that made them hard to use.
By the by, I feel like I've made a wrong call earlier. I see the man-at-arms switch, I think to myself, yeah, that's a good switch if you can take a direct fight, but we never actually saw that. mean,
the problem was it was a good switch if he had killed some of the if KnockKnock had been able to use his horse archers to chase down the samurai and like killed the mounted samurai. But when like he tried to take a straight up fight, there were still 5 mounted samurai and they just like killed everything.
Yeah, he couldn't break the front line, and the back line was just infinitely better for Myriad at that point.
Yeah.
Right now, men-at-arms and crossbows. This is a much scarier army, but we also have 13 mounted Sams. Crossbows are revealed. Let's see what Myriad does. Sorry, you were saying?
I don't think Myriad has to do anything. I mean, he knew KnockKnock had those crossbows because he was making crossbows in the last fight.
Kind of surprised that Myriad doesn't make a second dock here in the middle. I guess he doesn't need to technically because he's already like living a good life on this map.
I think Myriad has, for all intents and purposes, forgotten what that water is a thing.
Yeah, this is just passive food income at this point.
Pretty much. I think that this is mostly just passive food income. He has to readjust a bit, so he starts eating the shoreline fish, so the deep water can readjust because it's a little bit messed up right now. But even then, that's not actually necessary.
Here comes the big push. 40 defending units. Army value still in Myriad's favor because these mounted Sams are just so expensive. And he's just going to take the direct fight into the crossbows. Yumis are focusing out the crossbows right there. And, well, the mounted Sams doing a lot more damage to the men-at-arms than vice versa. Yeah, there is the 2-0.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to like a counter dog and some castle plays, but yeah, Myriad just shut it down completely.
I mean, I am not convinced
ignoring water is good.
That ignoring water is good. I don't want to sit here and say, "Oh, this is objectively the reason why KnockKnock lost," but that was very, very that was a very, very weird choice to me, especially when you're already playing a civ that's not like, admittedly, like Rus has lost a lot of their water power since with the way with that bounty system change, because they can't just like age up for free.
Yeah, that's super annoying. Oh my god, I hate it.
While going for a dock. So I do recognize that is a thing, but he literally never he did literally nothing for that water. Like the dude made 5 scouts and didn't kill the dock. That he could have at least like get the first deer pack and then go burn the dock down and then go back to pro scouting. Like something.